The incarceration system is not working for the offenders, and it's not working for the victims either. What it's doing for victims, it's making them more frustrated. So they don't really receive any justice anyway.
And I'm all for people being held to account. But I also recognize the fact that what we're doing is not serving us well. We're very good at removing people. We're very good at taking those who have done wrong and deserve to be held to account and removing them from society. What we're not good at, what we've never been that great at, frankly, is rehabilitating people, as is evidenced by these numbers. We're not very good at re-assimilating people, as is evidenced by these numbers. Clearly, we are doing something wrong.
So the issue of prostitution was thought to, well, y'all have heard the story, right? So the prostitute would get in and get out before the police officer gets back to the zone in which he or she picked them up. We passed a law that says that if you catch a person in the act of prostitution on either side, then you'll be subject to a 7-day sentence. But my problem is, in 7 days, we don't get the needle out of her arm. I want you to understand that if you want to do something about prostitution, I'm just using that one, 7 days isn't enough time for her. Typically, don't throw anything, it's not always women, but the reality is, let's do something about why. Who's doing it is what's wrong with this whole conversation. And that's what's wrong with the criminal justice system. People are satisfied with who did it. I want to know why.
First of all, we're trying to get our identity back. We're being labeled and stereotyped, and that prevents a lot of things from happening. It's a challenge just to get an ID or a social security card. And without those two pieces of, two forms of identification, you can't get a job, you can't get housing. There's a lot of things that revolves around just getting an identification and trying to be reestablished into society.
Just from looking at the organizations that are working with incarcerated men and women that are successful, that are having great successes, Men of Valor, they are making a difference. And it's a significant difference, but we're not looking to them to say, okay, what are the things that they're doing alike? Because that's where the answer is.
I encourage you, this idea, this nonsense that we need to remove any and all common sense, any and all morality, any and all respect for a higher authority than ourselves from the public square and from the public domain and from the political process is crazy. It's crazy. It truly is.